Hi everyone, it's Luna, and today I'm going to be interviewing my dad. He is a professional tennis player and he was #1 in the world in doubles, and today we're going to ask him some questions about sports. First question is, why did you start playing tennis?
The question is very simple, but I have to say that I started walking with football. And all my life I was playing different sports, and at that time tennis wasn't that popular. My father, as a recommendation of his good friend, asked me to come and do some testing for tennis, where there were more than 200 kids and they were selecting only 5, and I was really lucky to be one of those 5 after doing all the tests, and that's how it all started when I was 7.5 years old.
So basically you didn't know that you wanted to play tennis?
Not at the time, but later I had chance, as everybody in Belgrade, in Serbia, where I live. We used to play football, we used to play basketball, those were 2 most popular sports, but in school we also played volleyball, handball, different other activities, especially when it was that physical education.
Okay, so the next question is, when did you start playing tennis? At what age?
I started when I was 7-8 years old, and it started really easy. I was in a group of 5-6 other players. Together we were 5-6, and we had maybe 3 times a week, 1 hour, that was it. But I was playing tennis really whenever I had the chance, like in front of my building, you know, where I used to live, and also at school, you know, when we had those breaks and long breaks in between lessons, and then whenever I had the chance, I was doing some kind of sports.
So where did you start playing sports or tennis?
I started in my first tennis club, which was the Red Star, and after that I played in different clubs, first in Belgrade, then in old Yugoslavia, because then it was a little bit bigger country. So and then when I was 13-14, I started to play outside of Yugoslavia, and since then I've been playing all over the world.
What are the positive things about doing sports?
There are many positive things. You're always surrounded by kids. You are physically active, which is very important. Social part of that is very important too. It's important to take care of your body, not only your mind. Yes, we are listening, we have to take care of that, but sports gets it all together, and that's why I think it's very important for the kids to start with some kind of sports. Doesn't matter which one it is, as long as they like it, as long as they enjoy it. I think that's the most important thing, and there are many other things that they will be very beneficial as they grow.
Okay, so the next question is pretty similar, but it's what are the pros and cons of tennis, specifically tennis?
For tennis, it was very nice, and that you get to travel around the world, that you get to see many different places, different countries, and you do something that you love so much, and then something that I didn't like too much was time away from home, time away from my family and my friends, changing different time zones. But then tennis is sport. I like to say that we always follow the sun.
Yeah.
So it's always played in a really nice and warm weather. Sometimes we have this indoor season where it's cold,
sometimes too hot.
Yes, sometimes it's too hot and humid, but it's something that I like.
Yeah. What do you think about our project? I told you a little bit before we started the recording, so.
It's very interesting. It's good to find out from the kids from different parts of the world, different countries. This is something that I've been doing all my life. Is by traveling, you get to learn from different nation, different people, different religion. So I try to implement whatever I liked in that specific country or city where I was.
Yeah, well, I know I traveled a lot because of your tennis tournament, so I know wherever I go, I find out some new things and try new stuff. Do you think it will encourage other kids who don't really like sports to start doing sports or start just, being active in that kind of way?
I think what's important is to find a good reason why you should do sports. It can be something that you are drawn to, but it can also be some activity that you like to do with your best friend. So then you can do it together. It can be only running. It can be riding a bike. It can be many different things. Some sports with the ball. But the most important thing is to enjoy and to have fun. If you don't have that, then you have to find something different that you're gonna like a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe they will try some new sport and then fall in love with it.
Exactly.
Is it important to do sports even if you're not good at them?
Of course, whenever you start something, you are not good in that particular thing, and it's the same thing with the sports. So more you do it, more dedicated you are, better you're gonna get. So don't get discouraged. It's important to look at yourself and compare yourself only to the previous version of yourself, not to anybody else. If somebody else is much better or if somebody is progressing quicker than you, you should not worry about that. Everybody has their own pace, and
it doesn't mean that you're not going to get good.
Exactly. It's you want to be better than you were the previous day, and if you can increase by a little bit, by 1% only, then you're gonna become eventually really good at that.
Oh, what would you do if you didn't, let's say, play tennis, or you didn't become a tennis player?
My second love was basketball. So again, sports. Why I like sports? Because I like the fair play of the sports. I like the fact that we come to the tennis court and we compete. Who is better? You can learn from all your defeats or failures as much as from the wins. So it's important to look at it as a journey where you try to develop yourself to become the best version that you can be. And sports help me in my life to become a better person, to become a better friend, hopefully become a better father. And that's why I like sports a lot. And this positive competition, try to compete with the others, try to push your limits, but it's ultimately getting to know yourself, getting to know how far you can go, and you should support yourself. This is the most important thing in whatever you do. You have to be your best friend. Encourage yourself and believe in yourself.
Okay, so I think you just already said what I wanted to ask you, but what do you think is like the most important thing when you start doing something new or new sports? Like, what is the most important thing you need to do to get better or improve in what you're doing?
First, find a way to be happy while you're doing that, to have fun, to enjoy it. Because if you love something so much, when the tough times come, then you will find a way. You will look for solutions. You will not give up just like that. That's what I think is very important. And also, you just have to be patient. You know, you have to believe in the process, believe in yourself, enjoy that journey, and also enjoy what you are going to become at the end of that journey. This is what your focus should be. How can I be better than I was yesterday? And that mentality can help you.
Okay, that's it. So those were all of our questions, and thank you for doing this interview with me and being a part of this project with us. And I hope this will help some other students or other kids who are young, and to encourage them to start doing sports.
It was my pleasure.
Mensana in corpore sano.
Young, healthy students.
Bye.
Bye.